Right, today we got a big one. In my hands here, I've got 50 cards that have just come back from ace grading, and I'm going to run through the unboxing experience with you. So if you've been following PB for a while, you know that we absolutely love ace grading. They're a UK-based grading company. One of the founders is actually Randolph from the Sidemen, and yeah, let's jump right in. Actually, whilst I run through the unboxing, I'm going to go through a couple of facts with you and just general chit chat reference grading in as a whole. So, as you can see here, we have one of two boxes, and the packaging itself is really decent. I've always liked this about ace grading themselves. Currently with ace grading, they support grading of most types of TCGs. I think probably one of the main ones that they don't grade at the moment is Yu-Gi-Oh! However, we should really be seeing that coming soon, given the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Now have some really cool full art cards. One of them you can see here, this is a personal chase of mine. So once I go through these, we'll have a quick chat about grading itself. Now, grading as a whole is based around four main criteria. You've got your surface, corners, edges, and centering. So graders don't just look and guess, as much as some people like to believe. It is a very lengthy process, and it's what we pay good money for. And why do we pay good money for this? Well, grading itself basically started off around the 90s when condition of collectibles started becoming a very big thing for collectors. Now, the main reasons why we grade our cards, not just with ace grading, but with any grading company, encapsulation, it protects the cards, and it's a guarantee for ourselves and or the next collector, if we do decide to sell these cards, of the authenticity of the card. Tens and nines, in some cases, do increase the value of your collectibles exponentially. As you can see here, we have, for example, a raw Charizard compared to a 9 Charizard. You can see the price differences here is quite drastic. So this is why we grade our cards as well. It's another thing. So we'll start off. Here we have the Charizard V-Star, and it's come back. An 8? Okay. Not sure how that's turned out an 8, but hey guys, apologies for that. For some reason, my camera decided to stop working halfway through recording. Great timing. Anyways, the first card that we did get was a Charizard in an 8. Just, the general look of the ace cards is something that I really like, to be honest. The custom art is actually pretty sick, to be fair. I mean, look at that. Continues the artwork of the card. And this is something that Ace don't use AI for. A lot of people have second guessed, but they do actually employ really good artists, and yeah, you gotta respect the work there. So an Ace for a Charizard V-Star, yeah, it's okay. Next up on the list is another Zardimoy, and this one's come back. Another 8. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this one, to be fair. We'll take it. Next up on the list is the Sylveon Altart. This has come back. Huh? Really? The cool thing is, I guess, with this is on the back, got the QR code there. You can actually scan this and it'll tell you all of the sub grades that this got. I'm guessing if it's come back a 6, the surface hasn't been great. However, I will be paying the extra, I think it was £2 that they charge to get the graders report so I can see exactly what's gone wrong with this card. But yeah, things happen. But it's still a lovely card. Lovely label. You don't have to get what's called the Ace label, which is the custom label. They do also offer regular, the color match, which just basically does what it says. It matches the color of the card, and the Ace label. We always go for the Ace label. I mean, this is what sets Ace grading apart from the rest. Carry on next. Got Big Blastoise, and he is coming back. A 10. Very, very nice. Love this card. And yeah, just look how discreetly nice that label is. Perfect. First 10. Next up, we have Charizard. He's come back a 9. I'll take a 9 all day. I don't care what anyone says. When you get disappointed with a 9, you're clearly... Ah, 9's good. I like it. We'll take that. Next up is the Persian from, I think this one's Shrouded Fable. Yeah, Shrouded Fable Persian. This has come back. A 9 as well. We'll take the 9. Fun fact about base grading, apart from the fact that it's owned by... Oh, look, a 10. Awesome. Apart from the fact that it's owned by a Sidemen. He is a Sidemen, isn't he? They're a UK-based company, which means for people like us in Europe, ooh, this is a nice card. I like this one. That's the work a 10. Look at that. Lovely. I'll be on from the 25th, now on the 30th, so this was come back at a very good time. The main thing about Ace is the fact that it's based in the UK. So for people like us who live in and around Europe, it means we can send off cards for grading and we don't have to wait 6 to 8 months for cards to come back, like would happen with other grading companies from across the pond. And we save on shipping. So this is great, really great for us. However, oh look, Pikachu, McDonald's. This one's Balash 10. Love it. So I do know that Randolph did do a announcement the other day saying that the Ace grading enterprise is now expanding into Europe. I think they're opening up base in Amsterdam. I know. Oh, Vaporeon. Is this the Japanese one? Yeah, this one's one of mine. One of mine from my personal collection. Oh, very, very, very nice. Love it. What was I saying? So they're opening up a base in Amsterdam. Hopefully, oh, this is another one of mine, Flareon. And come on, they're going to open a base in Amsterdam, which means it's just going to be expanding for the actual European Union as UK left, and so did Gibraltar, along with them. Oh, Leafeon, can we get another 10? 9. It's okay. A 9. I'll take a 9. I'll take a 9. It's not a 6. It's a 9. Fair enough. I'll take it. Cool thing with Ace, like I said before, the only TCG that they don't do at the moment is Yu-Gi-Oh! I do foresee that changing fairly soon. Fingers crossed, Ace, if you're watching, please, we need Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Extended Arts would be sick. Now, the main topic of discussion here, lovely, nice 10, in my opinion, is we always get asked, who do you pick? Do you pick Ace? Do you pick PSA? Do you pick Beckett? Do you pick Tag? Who do you pick and why do you pick? And to be fair, the answer we'd normally give is totally whatever you want. Lovely, Mewtwo, Alta, and the 10. Very nice. I did include this in a reel I did about a month ago. Just here, little preview where I asked £500. I would buy this card. This one, definitely I would buy. This one isn't mine. This belongs to PB, which should be for sale soon. Plug. And I always say to people, dude, pick whichever one you like the most. I know some people may prefer Beckett because of the very clean look of it. The fact that they're very harsh and they have a black label, which means your values go up if you manage to get a black label. The only downside is they do 0.5s, so you do run the risk of getting a 9.5. Trust me, I've gotten many 9.5s and it is quite annoying. However, when you do get a black label, which we did get one here, it's just kidding. I've always thought, at least at the beginning when we started grading with Ace Grading about, I want to say 2 years ago, I loved it for the personal collection. I think the actual quality of the slabs themselves, very nice Gengar. In a 9, I'll take a 9. I do think that the quality of the slabs have improved. I know they have changed the actual encapsulation, not the encapsulation process, but the actual slabs themselves. They've changed it 3 times since. Sorry, they've changed it twice since I've been grading with them. Before they were a lot clunkier. They did have the ace symbol that you find in the corner there. They did have it in massive in the middle. The slab wasn't as clear. Now, I think they're actually one of the very few companies that don't put a sleeve on the inside on the actual card, which means you remove that extra layer and the cards come out even clearer. Um, Anyone that says ace slabs aren't nice, look at that, a 10. Anyone that says that ace slab is not nice clearly have not touched one in person. They are very good. I'm not paid. Ooh, this was one of mine. Will I get a 10? Ah, come on, look at that. You're gonna tell me that's not absolutely incredible? Really? Look at that. Perfect. Love it. Love this. Where was I? Yeah, the actual quality of them is insane. They're really good. Not only that, collector, they've also started including ace values on their app, and collectors like ourselves and people that we see on a daily basis clearly love ace. It's always been PSA, PSA, PSA. However, given the current, let's say, issues that they're going through, I think people are moving away from the fact that everyone used to say PSA is gold. It's not. You may love ace PSA and you still want to grade with them. That's cool. We're never going to bash anyone for what opinions they hold. At the moment, I think probably my favorite is still going to be ace. This is a lovely card. This is Sylveon from the Terrestrial Festival set in a 10. Love it. I do also have One Piece here. I love One Piece as well. I know Julian and Kieran and Leah and Kane definitely love One Piece more than I do. They are diehard. The football cards as well as sports cards. I'm a massive fan of sports cards. I will be trying to do more sports related content this year. The sports cards themselves in these look absolutely sick. One of our friends has actually graded a lot of sports cards with us. So it means Ace do accommodate for different size, different thickness of cards, I believe. Ah, 9. That hurts. Okay. 2 9s, the rest 10s. I'm okay with that. So clearly, Ace do hold a. Oh, look at that. Lovely. 10. Ace do hold a different size cards. I think these are 35 PT. I think they do go up to 180, which is the really thick cards. That would actually be quite cool. I've never graded a stupidly thick card. 10. Nice. Normally I send all my sports cards to Beckett. However, I will be sending, I think hopefully soon, we'll be sending a whole bunch of sports cards that way. I think the actual ace labels on them look chef's kiss. All right, Mega Gengar EX, an 8. You see, I have heard people saying that you tend to get more 10s with ace grading than you do with Beckett. However, I do think that has something to do with the fact that they don't do 0.5s. I wouldn't say it's easier to grade with ace grading because, I mean, it's a 6. So clearly they're not like CGC and they're just going to throw out a bunch of 10s and pristine 10s willy-nilly. They do grade properly. I know for a fact, look at that lovely 10. I do know for a fact that the grading process that they do there, they have a lot of graders, the artists making all the custom labels. They've really got a good thing going on. And if you remember, unfortunately, they were victim to a god-awful burglary where everyone thought, that's the end of ace grading and they're never going to bounce back. However, they've done the opposite. The community's gotten together. Ooh, Vaporeon in a 9. This is the English Vaporeon, though, in a 9. Still very nice, though, and I would still be very happy with that if this was mine. But it's not, so I'll put it down. The next card I've got here, I think it's a Fruitcake Eevee, again from Terrestrial Festival, 10. Very nice. Very happy with these. Like I said, we've been grading with, very nice in the 10. We've been grading with Ace for the past, I would like to say, 2 years. I think we've graded over 250 cards with them, so clearly we have trust. And one of the main things I did want to point out is that recently, I think within the past 6 months, they've changed the way that their customer support works. And I do want to give them a shout out. I think the customer support nowadays is absolutely fantastic. They're very flexible. They're very willing to help the collector. They don't just see us as a number or a client. And I did want to give a shout out to their support at the moment. Look at that. Now, this is so sick. 10. I do have to say though, I have noticed that One Piece does tend to grade a hell of a lot better than Pokemon, and this is across the board. Whenever we've done Beckett, whenever we've done Ace, we've always seen that One Piece grades better than Pokemon. Why is that? I think it's because the actual printing standards. Look at that. Kusan. Bosh. 10. I do think that the printing standards of Bandai is miles ahead of that of Pokemon. Look at that, another 10. Another 10. Currently on a hat trick hero, baby. And these just look so sick. Look at that. 10. Obviously. Look how sick that is. Aren't One Piece cards just crazy, man? Look at that. And the texture. And that's the best thing, because One Piece cards has so many textures on them. The fact that you've got the really, really see-through slab on there means you can still appreciate the card for what it is. It's not hidden, and it's just so good. And if you look on the back, apart from the QR code, it's got this here. Now what's this? This is a label that they add to each card. Each individual one is unique. So, for example, you see on there, both of those labels are completely unique, which means that it's very, 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 very difficult to actually make your own Ace Labs, basically, to try and rip and scam people. That's the guarantee. Another guarantee that you get by grading with Ace is that, these are 99.99999% of the time going to be a genuine Ace label and graded by them. So, carry on with One Piece. Gosh, another 10, obviously. The One Piece pile down here, you can't see it, but the One Piece pile here is shooting way above the Pokemon one now. So, all of these cards, another 10. Look at that Luffy card. Very, very, very nice. So a lot of the times when we submit to Ace, we do submit a lot of our own cards, and we also submit cards with friends, and that's just purely to, look at that, very nice, purely just to make everyone's life a lot easier. Not our own, because we have to organize all of these, but it is very, very good fun. The community we have, look at that, lovely. The community we have going on here in Gibraltar, and especially southern Spain, and all our followers on Instagram, we have, I think, a majority of us are from Gibraltar, Spain, Portugal, UK, and USA. Shout out to all our friends and followers from across the pond. We do have a very good community here. 10, lovely. And the WhatsApp groups at times when we do arrange these group submissions is just, it's a mad one. So we just wanted to look at that, the 10. So nice, this. We just Kikerodisi. Just want to say thank you to everyone who's trusted us so far with their cards. Look at that, 10. With their cards, and it's just great that we get to the 9. Yeah, such a sick card though. Look at that. Love it. We're just very grateful to be in the position that we're in at the moment. We're constantly Slowpoke 8. It's okay. I think the lowest we've had is hour 6, which not great. But we're very grateful for all our followers. We're very, very grateful for everyone that comes to the trade nights that we host with our friends Southern Light and Wise. Yeah, we're super happy with what we're doing, and we can only grow and progress from where we are now, enjoying the hobby. we enjoy this. We enjoy doing all these gradings. We enjoy doing all the stupid content that we do. We enjoy the serious content that we do. We just enjoy and we're very grateful. So enough of the soppy shit. I'm going to continue with the One Piece cards that we have because you can see down here another 10. I don't think we've had a 9 yet for One Piece. So, yeah, another 10. I mean, it's just a bit silly now, isn't it? So, I do have some cards here, which I'm super excited to see. Now, look at that. 10. Very nice. So here is some more cards from my personal collection. This is Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering Secret Lair. This is the first and currently the only Secret Lair I've actually partook, that I've joined. And this one's Sonic. I love Sonic. When I was a kid, I used to absolutely destroy Sonic on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, Sonic's a big deal for me, so I did buy the Secret Lair in this. And thankfully, I pulled the Chaos Emerald, which is not guaranteed in every pack, and this is a big hit. And I sent the whole lot to Ace Grading because I wanted the whole lot graded, and I've got it here. So let's go. First up, we've got Amy in a 9. Like I said, I'll take 9s. As long as it's a 9 and above, I'll take it. Next up, we have Knuckles in a 9. But look how sick the art is, man. Oh, so nice. Love it. Love it. Oh, love it. Super State in a 9. Oh, I would have liked this in a 10, but I'll take a 9 all day. Take a 9 all day. Look how sick that is, man. Okay, I'll take that. Next up, here we go. The Chaos Emerald. I'm actually going to leave this for last. Sonic. This one has to be a 10. Please be a 10. Ah, incredible. Okay, great. Next up, Shadow. Again, the two main Gs have to. Love it. Love it. I don't often see Magic the Gathering cards being graded, and I think that's got to do with the culture of Magic is more for the players rather than the collectors. Yes, there are collectibles like the obvious Lotus. However, I do think especially with the Secret Lair drops in a 9, I'll take it. At least with Sonic and Shadow got 10s. That's what I care about. I do think with the Secret Lairs coming out and the fact that they're teaming up with different groups like SpongeBob, and you've recently just had the Final Fantasy set where people sort of went in, destroyed it, and then left after Spider-Man. I do think we'll see more and more Magic the Gathering cards getting graded. Oh, very nice. Nice. However, we often don't see it at least with us. We normally see Pokemon, One Piece. We do see Dragon Ball a fair bit. There's quite a few people here in Jib that absolutely destroyed Dragon Ball, and this was before all the scalpers have come in. So, big up to those guys who are now currently paying off their mortgages. However, yeah, Pokemon, One Piece, Dragon Ball, sports cards, and probably at the bottom of the list is Magic. Now, my Chaos Emerald, to be fair, with how big this card is and the fact of how low pop is, I don't mind an 8 and above. So, okay, that's fine. However, very, very happy with this card. And that concludes all of that. So, yeah, I hope I haven't been raging and comiendo del coco. So I did want to say thank you to everyone who submitted in this group submission with us. We've definitely got more coming. We'll be submitting all the time because it never stops. But if you like this video, please drop a like, subscribe. I'm just pointing. I don't know where any of the buttons are, but just drop a like, drop us a comment, tell us which was your favorite card from this video. Tell us if you grade with Ace, if you've had any if you've had any bad experiences, what you like about Ace, and yeah, I think I'm just babbling on now, so I'm gonna cut the video now, and we'll see you in the next one.